Only I stayed outside, but the
One,
rest
two,
went in.
3, 4. We are just in a club in Barcelona in this saga. It's fantastic.
You ready?
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Peter Barber. I'm a professional singer and music producer, and today we are back with the fourth saga of Epic the Musical. This is the Circe saga. This is by J. Rivera Haran's amazing composer. We got an animatic by Gigi, I believe. Yes, the great Gigi on the animatic. Guys, we are back. I'm going to be recording this saga in one session. As far as releasing, I'm probably going to release 2 videos at once. Instead of one, like I've been doing in the past. So probably do Puppeteer and then the next one together, and then the last 2 like that as well. Super excited, guys. This is such an amazing piece of music. A couple of my good friends in the community are you know, the big creators here, Mortius and Casper. Shout out to those guys for really kind of pioneering the reaction space around this series. I've become good friends with Tegan, the voice of Athena. We had a Zoom call and just chatted for 2.5 hours yesterday. We might have some things in the works as well, so that's very exciting and super fun. But yeah, it's been such a joy to become a part of this community and this epic family, and I'm really enjoying continuing my journey. So guys, this is a reaction and analysis. I will be pausing primarily to talk about vocal technique and audio engineering and arrangement and all other musical elements that are so amazing about this piece, truly. All those things. So, if you'd like to watch the original, which I'm sure you already have, but if you want to watch the original video, I'll leave a link below. And without further ado, let's get into it. Puppeteer, first song, fourth saga, the Circe saga of Epic the Musical.
Captain, I have something that I must confess. Something that I must get off my chest. Until it is said, I cannot rest. Captain,
You really gotta make sure this island is secure.
but Captain,
There's only so much left we can endure. Whatever you need to say can wait some more. Of that I'm sure.
okay.
So I think they just got blown back across the ocean right after facing Poseidon ruthlessness. That was what we just were left with. And so I believe now they've ended up on the island with Circe, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think Circe is one of the minor goddesses who can turn people into animals. And so I think they're about to fall into that trap if this follows the original storyline. Gosh, musically, how different is this from Ruthlessness that we just came from? We've got this harp, you know, plucked string instrument playing. We've got these basically big block chords of strings, but it's essentially like a full upper string section of an orchestra. I'll have to listen back to see if they were the low strings like cellos or double basses or anything, but certainly violins, violas, that kind of treble section of the string section. And in addition to these higher treble strings, we also have Eurylochus singing higher in his range as well, and lighter. I mean, that's not really something we've heard from him before. So I just want to run this all back again, thinking about those things. We got the harp sound, we got the lush string section, treble string section. We have Eurylochus singing up higher. Just such a departure, both physically and mentally and emotionally and musically, from what we just heard in Ruthlessness.
Captain, I have something that I must confess.
I mean, that's all the way up to high F sharp. I don't think we've heard him sing that high, even there. And that's challenging to sing that high and sing light while still being connected in your chest voice. That's why the sound gets a little breathy and airy up there. The vocal folds aren't quite staying together, because that's a really, really tough thing to do. Usually when you sing that high in chest voice, you need to maintain good vocal fold closure, or you might just pop into your falsetto. But he's maintaining the chest voice, but it's an airy version of the chest voice.
I have something that I must confess, something that I must get off my chest. Until it is said, I cannot rest.
He kind of floated up into a mix there, actually. On that third, I think the third high F sharp. That was really lovely. Yeah, right there.
Until it is said, I cannot rest. Captain,
You really gotta make sure this island is secure.
but Captain,
There's only so much left we can endure. Whatever you need to say can wait some more. Of that I'm sure.
okay.
We have some nice motion in the piano as well. That's kind of giving us a little driving force going forward. We've got the strings, we've got the harp, but we have a pretty constant movement in the piano. I won't go back, but that's another thing to listen for in that section.
Eurylochus, back so soon.
There's the low
Where's
strings.
the rest of your crew? And by the gods, what happened to you?
We came across a palace. Inside we heard a voice. It seemed to show no malice. To greet it was our choice, but nothing could prepare us for the power that awaited inside.
What did this palace hide?
Sir,
Hold on, yeah, give me that beat. What another just radical departure. This is fantastic. I'm loving this section musically so far. Lush strings, right? This weird string transition.
Eurylochus, back so soon. Where's the rest of your crew? And by the gods, what happened to you?
we came across
Staccato strings we got some low orchestra strikes coming from cellos on the bottom. Really, really nice. And just like what a great way to capture like a movement. Like it feels like there's movement happening. Eurylochus running back from whatever he's just been doing. But also like something is wrong. Like something is up. That's like harmonically, that's what we're feeling here. It's like it definitely puts you on edge. So there's movement, there's action, but it's also like we're on edge about whatever's about to happen in the plot.
And by the gods, what happened to you?
Also vocally, it's very much dialogue, at least for a few moments here. I mean, just speaking, not even speaking on pitch. I mean, true dialogue, which you don't hear very often. You hear it in musical theater occasionally. You also hear it in opera occasionally, although very, very rarely. It's far least common in operatic performance. But you do hear it some in musical theater. But as far as epic goes, there's more sung dialogue than true spoken dialogue. We got some true spoken dialogue in Keep Your Friends Close, I think was the last one where we really heard true spoken dialogue. But we get some of that here. So it's cool. It's a nice contrast.
Eurylochus, back so soon. Where's the rest of your crew? And by the gods, what happened to you?
You can see how it's notated, though. Apologies for I keep pausing this section, but it's interesting. You can almost, I mean, I can like see the rhythms, how they were written, because he's speaking rhythmically. He's speaking in time with what's happening musically, like the tempo. There's no precise pitch to it, but listen to this. So we have
Eurylochus, back so soon.
Eurylochus, back so soon.
Where's the rest of your crew?
Where's the rest of your crew? Da, da, da. Eurylochus, back so soon. So he's taken these rhythms. He's obviously written clear rhythms for this part, and then you stretch them to make them organically. And that is very common You do that in recitativo or recit in opera, where you have very specific rhythms, very specific notes you sing for the dialogue. But once you have learned it really carefully and you know it extremely well, you will give a little push and pull, a little stretch, a little rubato to make it sound much more like the natural Italian language. If you're doing recit in Italian, for example. So here we have the same thing. There are clearly very structured rhythms, but he's stretching and compressing them to make it sound more like organic English speech.
Eurylochus, back so soon. Where's the rest of your crew? And by the gods, what happened to you?
We came across a palace. Inside we heard a voice. It seemed to show no malice. To greet it was our choice, but nothing could prepare us for the power that awaited inside.
What did this palace hide?
Sir, since we left home, we faced a variety of foes from a wide range of places. Gods, monsters, you know the roster. Hostile creatures that we could resist. But this was a hell of a twist, cause we are weak to a power like this.
What was it?
A woman.
What?
She had us in just 2 words.
Come and shine.
Okay, Hamilton. I actually, believe it or not, I have never seen Hamilton, but I've heard segments of it, and this moment with the beat and the rap, but we're talking, it's like not modern day, thematic material, just reminds me of Hamilton. So Hamilton people, you can leave a comment. I might do videos for Hamilton at some point because I've never seen it. What a bop! So we have this nice, what kind of drum do we have?
Parents for the power that awaited inside.
What did this palace hide?
Sir, since we left home, we faced a variety of foes from a wide range of places.
We pretty much have, we just have kick drum and strings, and then Eurylochus doing very much, it's bordering on rap, right? It is rhythmically delivered text without really specific pitch, without really intentional melody. Really, it's amazing. It's so simple, but how much drive does that, and urgency does that kick give? And we have the same string motif that was happening before, but now we've got the kick and the rap delivery. Really, really a cool transition there.
That awaited inside.
What did this palace hide?
Sir, since we left home, we faced a variety of foes from a wide range of places. Gods, monsters, you know the roster. Hostile creatures that we could resist. But this was...
Now he's following a melody actually much more clearly than, say, the dialogue in this section before. There's there is pitch in there, but it doesn't have to be super precise. Again, making it a little more organic sounding. But there were probably, like, when Jay's writing this, now I don't know if he demoed it, I don't know if he wrote sheet music, I don't know his whole compositional process for this, but if he wrote sheet music, there are probably specific pitches for all this that he just is allowing Eurylochus to kind of dance around and make it feel more natural, following the line but not specifically the notes.
Sir, since we left home, we faced a variety of foes from a wide range of places. Gods, monsters, you know the roster. Hostile creatures that we could resist. But this was a hell of a twist, cause we are weak to a power like this.
What was it?
A woman.
What?
She had us in just 2 words.
Come and shine.
Damn.
Welcome to the best part of your life. Go ahead and rest wherever you like. I've got you. Don't worry, Sassy's got you now.
Only I stayed outside, but the rest went in.
Take a seat.
Tropical house, baby, let's go. Yeah, that's tough to resist, isn't it? Sorry, boys. You've got no chance. You've got no shot. Why don't you just fall down? Yeah, let's talk about Cersei's voice. A new voice in the cast here.
Just 2 words.
Come and shine.
Damn.
Welcome to the best.
I took a brief pause to look up who was singing Cersei, and Talia Spindle. Talia. Talya. I knew a Talia in high school, which is Talia. So maybe that's how you pronounce it. Talia Spindle. Shout out to Talia. Welcome to the crew.
Best part of your life. Go ahead and rest wherever you like. I've got you. Don't worry, Sassy's got you now.
Only I stayed out.
Where's she from? I can't place the accent. So that's up to tenor high B there. So this is getting up for sure into belt range, but you know, nothing crazy yet.
Go ahead and rest wherever you like. I've got
That riff, like, really, really nice. We don't get a ton of riffing throughout this musical. There's not a whole lot of vocal fireworks in that way. So it's cool when we hear some riffing going on.
Damn.
Welcome to
Damn.
the best part of your life.
Retweet, brother.
Go ahead and rest wherever you like. I've got you. Don't worry.
Got you.
Sassy's got you now.
UK?
I stayed
Got you.
outside, but the rest went in.
Take a seat. Let me bring you all something to eat. I bet you're tired from the years spent on your feet. I've got you. Don't worry, Sassy's got you now.
By the time they ate, it was far too late.
She brought out a pig. Doesn't she turn people into pigs? So maybe they're eating somebody else that came before them. Brutal. That is so sinister. This beautiful, charming woman is like, come inside and eat the people I turned into animals. That's wild.
Go ahead and rest wherever you like.
Sorry, I'm just trying to dance a little more.
Don't worry, Sassy's got you now.
Only I stayed outside, but the
1,
rest
2,
went in.
3, 4.
Take a seat. Let me bring you all something to eat. I bet you're tired from the years spent on your feet.
Yeah, this is straight up Tropical House. I love it. I just think it's so amazing that like this could be on Tropical House, a Tropical House playlist. Like this beat, you've got the kick where it's mostly low frequency, a really like subdued kick. You've got this very specific kind of clap/snare that happens in Tropical House. You've usually got snaps going on. You've always got like light plucked whimsical instrumentation and atmosphere happening, and you pretty much in most Tropical House you have a lead female vocalist right there in the front of the mix. This is checking all the boxes of Tropical House. Not sure Tropical House has ever been made about Circe from the Odyssey, but yeah, genre-wise, like absolutely on the nose Tropical House.
Take a seat. Let me bring you
So that
something to
specific
eat.
kind of clap
I
snare.
bet you're tired from the years spent on your feet. I've got you. Don't worry, Sassy's got you now.
By the time they ate, it was far too late. For inside the meal,
Think of your past
she had cast a spell.
and your mistakes.
They began to squeal
They'll be the
and grow
last
snouts and tails.
mistakes you'll make.
She changed them.
I've got all the power.
All the
yeah.
power.
I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer, yeah.
They transformed.
She does sound from somewhere in the UK, right? Must be. I love this duet that's happening. She's singing about whatever's happening. He's retelling, like Eurylochus is still on the beach right now, retelling Odysseus about this. This is a memory, right, that he's reporting back. I love that her eyes go green, like evil, when all of this starts to take place as well.
It was far too late. For inside the meal,
Think of your past
she had cast a spell.
and your mistakes.
They began to squeal
They'll be the
and grow
last
snouts and tails.
mistakes you'll make.
She changed them.
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer, yeah.
They transformed.
This is the price.
And it wasn't quick.
We paid a live.
She turned our men
The world is not
from men to pigs.
and to forgive.
She changed them.
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer, yeah.
We have to go.
This is cool. We've got our standard. We got our Tropical House kick still, but we also have like light war drums in the background. The strings are moving more. And what I love about this section is that Circe is fully singing melody, like full on, straight up singing. And then Eurylochus, because he's storytelling, he's actually having a conversation with Odysseus, is just speaking. So you have this interesting dichotomy of true dialogue, true text, and true singing happening in a kind of weird duet way. That is really not something you hear very often, where two main characters in a scene, one is full on singing and one just has dialogue. That is highly unusual and very interesting.
To forget.
She changed them.
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer, yeah.
We have to go save them.
No, we don't. Look at all we've lost and all we've learned. Every single
Back to D major.
So more than what we've earned. Think about the men we have left before they're none. Let's just cut our losses, you and I, and let's run.
Of course.
We got a nice 1-4-6-5 chord progression. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, D G, B minor, A. This is a classic, like, nostalgic kind of chord progression, which is really cool. A, that a chord progression can make you feel nostalgic, and B, really is good for what's happening here, because he's saying, like, look, we don't have to go back. Look at all this shit we've been through, man. Like, we've been through so much. We can let this one go. Let's, like, cut our losses, right? No sunk cost fallacy here. And it's really nice that they have this kind of I've heard so many songs. If you think, like, listening back to a song from like the 90s, which is the decade I grew up in, there are a lot of songs with this chord progression. And so I think for me too, specifically, it's more nostalgic. But you guys let me know, does this chord progression make you feel nostalgic? Because I'm pretty sure that's a thing. The 1-4-6-5. It also is the chord progression for a lot of songs, a lot of really popular songs. So that's another thing. So that's another way it kind of ties back into our, musical education and evolution over the years. But yeah, cool. I don't even know where I started that.
We have left before they're none. Let's just cut our losses, you and I, and let's run.
Of course I'd like to leave now. Of course I'd like to run. But I can hardly sleep now, knowing everything we've done. There's no length I wouldn't go if it was you I had to save. I can only hope you do the same.
I can hear her still,
No one will find.
and her voice deceives.
Their way between.
What if she can't be killed?
My nymphs and I.
Will you choose to leave?
Their loving queen.
I don't
So
know.
we're back to this. We're back. It's so interesting. We have two scenes happening, right? We have Eurylochus, who is describing his memory of interacting with Circe and what she did to his men. And we have the dialogue happening on the beach. And I think now this is like, we're now up to present, but we still have the dialogue happening and we still are bouncing back over to Circe. So we again get this duet between dialogue and singing. We're back to parts of Tropical House. We don't get a lot of the high whimsical content here, but we do get some kicks and toms and things like that, they've brought the beat back going into this final section.
I can hear her.
Classic Tropical House drum fill. Doom, da, doom, ga, doom.
Hope you do the same.
I can hear her still,
No one will find.
and her voice deceives.
Their way between.
What if she can't be killed?
My nymphs and I.
Will you
Some more action in the kick drum.
I don't know.
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer.
She's a clever witch,
This is the prize.
and she's hard to slay.
We paid along.
It's a game of wits,
We draw the line.
but you don't have to play.
Watch from above.
I have to try.
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer, yeah.
Circe has a really great musical theater voice. It's really lovely. We've got so many. I mean, like with Tegan singing Athena and Talia singing Circe. It's just really great, just strong singing. And like the high belt, she didn't belt super high, but she got up to a high D there above tenor high C, and just rock solid. No struggle there. Really good vocal fold closure. Nice power. Just a really lovely lovely voice and cunning and inviting, right? I think is really good casting on Jay's part for Cersei here.
I've got all the power, yeah, I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer, yeah. Come inside.
Damn.
Welcome to the best part of your life. Go ahead and rest wherever you
Just making sure I'm not missing anything.
I've got you, don't worry.
Hell yeah. All right, give this one a like. All right, and we're on to Wouldn't You Like? All right, song number 2 of the 4th saga of Epic the Musical. This is Wouldn't You Like? Animatic by Jimena Natzel. Not sure how to pronounce that. Leave a comment. Let's do it. That's disconcerting.
I must say, what a brilliant speech you gave.
Who goes there?
Just a friend who could help you save your men. A foe like Cersei
Must be Hermes.
You want to beat her, you'll need the blessing of a certain god. Divine intervention, someone who's not afraid to send a message.
Are all like the features in this saga British or from the UK? I swear this is I swear Cersei was from that area, and it sounds like, I think it's Hermes. He's got the wings on his hat. We start this one kind of similarly to how we started the last one. We've got this nice harp plucked string situation happening. We've got a very high floaty voice, right? I feel like this makes sense. This actually makes a lot of sense for Hermes. Creepy version of Hermes, though. Is he creepy in the original story? I don't remember.
I must say, what a brilliant speech you gave.
Who goes there?
Just a friend who could help you save your men. A foe like Cersei's not to be messed with. You want to beat her, you'll need the blessing of a certain god. Divine intervention, someone who's not afraid to send a message.
So this is a nice example. Remember in the last one I was talking about how there was very straight dialogue, like really no melody at all for most of the part. This is a great moment where there is clear melody, but again, it's being kind of stretched. It's not super precise. It is dialogue plus singing. And it's a nice balance and combination of that. Do, do, do. We're in G minor. In this one, we were in D major most of the time for the last song. B minor a little bit, which is the relative minor of D major. Now we've gone to G minor, and very much a tenor voice, right? Eurylochus was singing pretty high in the last song, but Hermes is up there. Is far higher up there.
It's not to be messed with. You want to beat her, you'll need the blessing of a certain god. Divine intervention, someone who's not afraid to send a message.
Send a message.
Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can beat her. Wouldn't you like to have some other magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. She can turn you to...
We are just in a club in Barcelona in this saga. It's fantastic. I have spent time in clubs in Barcelona. Spent a whole week there. A summer many moons ago. Absolute blast. Not a whole lot of sleep. And yeah, I feel like Hermes is just rolling. He's rolling up to the beach at sunrise after going to the clubs all night. Really, I mean, obviously I love this production. I have a huge background in electronic music production and house music and all other kinds of electronic music, and I'm all for it. It's a vibe.
An intervention, someone who's not afraid to send a message. Hermes? Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be hurt.
All we have is this moving synth and kick drum and voice. That's it. And then vocals. These light vocals. It's really nice. We have these Hermes with this light, airy vocals with this kick and like low modulating bass underneath. It's a really cool combo.
Hermes? Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. She can
A little bit. We had another higher instrument come in the second part of this verse, but otherwise, it's just the main three elements.
Wouldn't you like
Right
to
here.
have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your
The harp,
outcome
that
preferred?
harp instrument.
Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. She can turn you to an animal that'll end up on a plate.
God.
She can all but make you fall in love like you're on your 100th date.
Up to tenor high B. I told you, you knew he was higher than Eurylicus. Up to tenor high B flat, full chest connection, a little bit of grit, a little bit of air in the sound, right? Really stretching that voice to get up there. But that's a very, very high belt. Hermes is a wild character. This is crazy.
She can turn you to an animal that'll end up on a plate. She can all but make you fall in love like you're on your 100th date.
100th date. Stops singing for a minute, does a little voice acting. I love this moment right at the start of this chorus where everything cuts out pretty much when he goes up to this first B flat and then the elements come back in.
She can turn you to an animal.
That's a really nice touch. Listen, I want to get into that so you guys can hear it.
Magic, wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. She can turn you to an animal that'll end up on a plate. She can all but make you fall in love like you're on your 100th date. She can conjure up a monster that'll grind you to the bones. She has all the ways to haunt you when you take her on alone. Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Oh.
Is this Hermes summoning voices to harmonize with him, or is this supposed to be Circe harmonizing with him? But there's clearly a female voice harmonizing with Hermes in this section. I really love his going back and forth between singing, but once in a while throwing like a real like voice acting moment in there. On your 100th date, like he goes from pure singing to adding little flares of voice acting. Really, really nice and entertaining.
Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic.
Wait, the first two harmonies there were wicked cool. Add some really nice crunch and dissonance. That makes me think it is Circe harmonizing with him.
Hours you can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Oh, here in the roots of this flower that lies such a power to take her on.
Oh.
You must consume and digest it, then you'll manifest a being of your creation. All you need's imagination, though it's only for a moment. Till you've beaten your opponent.
He is a seductive god, ain't he? Both Circe and Hermes are like just laying the Mac down. Laying it down. What did I want to talk about? I got so distracted by Hermes being sensual.
Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Oh,
Nice belt.
in the roots of of this flower that lies such a power to take.
That right there, that line. Why is that interesting, guys? Because it's a triple versus a duple in the beat. Triplet, triplet, triplet. And we haven't heard him do that in this song before, or in this saga before. We have heard this triple versus duple before in Epic the Musical. I can't remember when. But that's just really nice, and also flowing down really nicely in this seductive way. Really, really nice motif.
Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Oh, here in the roots of this flower that lies such a power to take her on. You must consume and digest it, then you'll manifest a being of your creation.
Nice little jump up to that falsetto. Up to the high A. I love the background too. It's just like seductive Spanish guitar. This is like what Giovanni, would be playing to the ladies in Seville. Really, I mean, sexy. Sexy song.
Digested, then you'll manifest a being of your creation. All you need's imagination.
It's that brass coming in.
A being of your creation. All you need.
Synth brass.
Though it's only for a moment. You've beaten your opponent.
It's more of a keyboard, but it's got you can see that, right? It sounds like a muted trumpet. It's not, but it sounds like that.
Though it's only for a moment, you've beaten your opponent.
And I call this route Holy Moly.
Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Wouldn't you like
these huge 80s power drums? Like, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Like, and then Mike Tyson comes in. Anyone that's seen The Hangover. Yeah, so what we got here, we got a final chorus, classic final chorus. We have basically all the elements of music we've heard previously in the song have now all come together. So we've got the tropical house, we've got the harp, we've got this cool piano going all the way up and down. I think we got claps. Let me see what else is going on. We have one piano going, and we have other piano going, da, 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 laying the chords down. So double piano. Kick snare. Really subdued low bass line, just outlining the chords basically.
Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her.
Hermes!
Major belting up to that high B flat. Keeps coming back to that B flat. Really, really, really nice. We love a high B flat belt. We love that. So, kind of serving like a descant, which is something in sacred music where you have the choir singing and then you have a soprano usually singing a different melody above the choir. I love when we get that in a final chorus of a song where you have everything still happening from before, the chorus is going, all the instruments are going, but then you have this, like a Hermes, where Hermes is just belting above everything. It's such a great way to take that intensity of the final chorus up one more notch before bringing it down in whatever, outro section there is. Really great technique. Super, super nice.
Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep you very well may die. Good luck.
Oh my gosh. That is so funny. This little, and then he kisses him on the cheek and he's gone. So Hermes is a party animal. I love this take. I love that. I actually I truthfully don't remember much about Hermes from the story or from the mythology. Messenger for the gods. That's about all I know. Real fast, this guy. Real fast, sneaky, smart. Didn't know he's a big party animal, but I'm definitely getting that vibe from this. So that there must be at least a nugget of truth in there. I love this final section. So funny.
Thank you. Don't thank me, friend. You very well may die. Good luck.
And then Odysseus' face. Mason, can you zoom in on Odysseus' face right now and blow it up on screen? Thank you. Fantastic. All right, guys. That is the first half of the fourth saga of Act 1 of Epic the Musical. Thank you guys for joining. Hope you enjoyed this double feature. Guys, if you want early access, first of all, to these videos, I should have said that at the start. Head over to my Patreon and you'll have early access to all my future Epic uploads. And that is also the best place to support me. If you like what I do here on the channel, if you like the analysis, if you learn things, if I enhance your musical experience is my whole goal. I want you guys to love music more and more. Support me on Patreon. You can also do a one-time donation, no commitment, to buy me a coffee, also in the description. And guys, check out my affiliate links. I have a lot of really cool sponsorships for this channel. If you want to make yourself a custom jersey, get a discount. If you want to join Big Brev's vocal studio, seriously, like one of the best, most talented singers and singing teachers I've ever met in my life. You can get a link to his affiliate program in the description below. There's a lot of good stuff down there, guys. Go check it out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.